Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of 4. On third down, Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's coming now. You're going 47. 26.
Second down, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Stepping up, he's going to keep it, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the first down, keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 47.
Again to Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
120. Goal, goal. We're 5-7.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 46 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3.
This is Ajayi. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 35 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now, Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back them up 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
gold. Hey, over here, over here. That's it. Hey, other side, solid, solid.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here's Ajayi. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it third down. Now they try the right side here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Empty. That's it. Lion. 82.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Great 15.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now Sproles. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the 2nd straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one, but Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought, was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all of them.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
Wentz going to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Again, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Run. Here, shift. 3-5-7.
Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Lion.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Shoves him aside. This pass caught at the 4. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Elliott puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Wentz now to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Aguilar. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lion. Black, come on. Black, come on.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Black, come on. Great 15.
Wentz to throw again. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Here go 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
82. Liz block 3. Liz block 3. Run. Stat.
On 1st down, Wentz. It's over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hang in there now. Run.
offense now on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Lefty, lefty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Hey, Lou.
And they'll go on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now here come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there, second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Prescott now on second down. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
12 more yards there and another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He finds his man. It's Austin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Super tough.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 66 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll run it here. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with time running out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Back to throw. Wentz. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they're running out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now, before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA. As we say so long from Philadelphia.